Welcome back to Grammar Fundamentals for the PSAT. This is Chapter 9, Lesson 54. Last time, we matched a verb to its subject. That's easy when they sit side by side. But often, the test hides the subject. So the trick today is simple. Before you choose the verb, find the real subject first. Here's the whole idea. A verb must agree with its subject, never with some other noun that happens to be sitting nearby. So step 1 is always the same. Find the true subject of the sentence. Then, and only then, make the verb match that subject. Today, we'll look at 3 places where the subject likes to hide, and one simple trick that finds it every time. Trap 1. A prepositional phrase slips in between the subject and the verb. The box of nails is heavy. Your ear wants to match nails with the verb because nails sits right next to it. But of nails is just a prepositional phrase. Cross it out. The verb agrees with the real subject, box. The box is heavy, not the box are heavy. So the answer is box is, never nails are. Read the sentence without the phrase, and it's obvious. Trap 2, inverted order, where the verb comes before the subject. Here are the keys. The word here is not the subject. It can never be the subject. Flip the sentence around and it reads, the keys are here. So keys is the subject, and keys are is correct. Same with there. There is one left really means one is left, so the verb matches one. Whenever a sentence opens with here or there, flip it to find the real subject hiding at the end. Trap 3. Questions. In a question, a helping verb often jumps in front, and the subject lands in the middle. Does this shop repair skates? The subject isn't the first word, it's shop, sitting between does and repair. To find it, just turn the question into a statement. This shop does repair skates. Now the subject is plain to see. So in any question, hunt for the subject in the middle, not at the front. So here's the trick for every one of these. First, cross out any phrase that sits between the subject and the verb. Second, if the sentence starts with here or there, or has its verb up front, flip it into a plain statement. Once the clutter is gone, the true subject stands alone. Then just match the verb to that subject. Singular with singular, plural with plural. Strip it down, then choose. Let's try a few. In this first set, a prepositional phrase or an interrupter hides the subject. Cross it out, find the real subject, and pick the verb that agrees. Pause and try each one before I answer. The leaves on the maple blank color every fall. Cross out the phrase on the maple. That leaves the real subject, leaves, which is plural. The leaves turn, not the leaves turns. So the answer is turn. The classroom near the back stairs blank, very cold. Cross out the phrase, near the back stairs. The real subject is classroom, which is singular, not stairs. The classroom gets cold. So the answer is gets. The pieces of the puzzle blank together perfectly. Cross out the phrase of the puzzle. The real subject is pieces, which is plural, not puzzle. The pieces fit. So the answer is fit. 3 more. Now the sentences are inverted, or are questions. Flip each one into a plain statement. Find the subject and choose the verb. Pause and try each one. Here blank your instructions. Here can never be the subject. Flip it. Your instructions are here. The subject is instructions, which is plural, so the answer is are. In the back of the room blank the next speaker. This sentence is inverted. Flip it. The next speaker sits in the back of the room. The subject is speaker, which is singular, so the answer is sits. Blank, the freshman understands Spanish? Turn the question into a statement. The freshmen do understand Spanish. The subject is freshman, which is plural, sitting between the helping verb and understand. So the answer is do. Let's wrap up. To make a verb agree, you first have to locate the real subject. Watch for 3 traps. A prepositional phrase between the subject and verb, so cross it out. Inverted order, where here, there, or the verb comes first, so flip the sentence around. And questions, where the subject sits in the middle. In every case, the trick is the same. Clear away the clutter, find the true subject, and match the verb to it. Great work!